Just get E6 Bronya. Chat, you're absolutely just get E6 Bronya, right? Yeah, absolutely.
Subscribe!
I personally think Sunday will end up somewhere here. In my opinion, the same tier as Jiao Qiu. Drop down Harmony MC. Might go up or even potentially swap with Run Mei if summon meta is gonna be a thing. But my concern with Sunday is he needs his signature light cone a lot more than Jiao Qiu or even Robin. The energy and skill point issue is annoying playing with Sunday. Like legit, if you don't run his signature light cone at E0 S0, your support and slot tree, they always have to give you skill points. Like you can't not use skill points. So it can be quite annoying at E0 S0. But that's just what I found personally. DDD, chat, the reason why you don't run DDD is because generally speaking, your Sunday build should be 135, 134. Like your DPS Sunday. So DDD changes nothing. Unless you run hyperspeed Sunday, then you could go for DDD. But if you do hyperspeed Sunday, it kind of defeats the purpose. Like he's just basically an overglorified Sparkle if you just run him with DDD, right? Because that means you're tying your DPS speed to Sunday speed. Wait, chat, magic number, chat, 36.8. If your Sunday has 36.8% energy regeneration, you maintain a 3-turn ultimate. Or if you want to play safe, 37, alright? Just remember number 37. If your Sunday has 37% ER, you will maintain 3-turn ultimate. Pay to win game, you know. If you don't put for his S1, go pay to win game, you know. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. Sunday versus ooh, war. Might as well just remove Sparkle out of the picture right now. We have created a separate guide that compares blah 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 blah. Check this article here. About Synergy, one of the most flexible and synergistic credit in the game. Essentially just hyper carries for the most part. Yep. Who? Basically, he works with everyone except for your honestly, almost everyone. Sunday is not skill point neutral, by the way, unless you have the signature light cone. If you don't have the signature light cone, he's like -2 skill points every 4 turns. It is impossible to achieve 3-turn ultimate Sunday unless you rely on getting hit or get an S1 or get S3 Bronya. So this is definitely not going to be possible. If you run Sunday and Bronya, there is a very specific build. Instead of letting Bronya buff your DPS, because I think this is gonna be a setup where you do a carry Sunday Bronya. So your Sunday is slightly faster than yours Bronya, but you want Sunday to go before Bronya so that you can combine both Bronya and Sunday's buff together. Because Bronya's buff only lasts 1 turn. You can do this. Problem with this is you run out of skill points in like almost instantly. There's another thing that you guys can consider is that you use Bronya to pull Sunday. That is something that y'all can consider. You only use Bronya to pull Sunday. Basically, this only works very well with Jingyuan. So there's this build that essentially evolves around Bronya, Sunday, Jingyuan. And you just spam Jingyuan's 3-stack Lightning Lord. Jingyuan's entire purpose is to basic attack. Sunday, Babin, Hue, in my opinion, will be the best hyper carry comp until they release another support. Every single hyper carry DPS, as long as you're a single target, you can run this comp. Everyone in the game except for Break and what is the other archetype? Oh, and DOT. Fuck your DOT. Other than that, everyone in the moms, you can just run Sunday, Babin, Hue. We'll find out a little bit in the future. Right? Okay. Sparkle, Bronya, or Sunday. A comparison between Sparkle, Bronya, and Sunday showing who is better at supporting hyper carries. I like how Prydwen tries to start off the article by being neutral when they damn well know that there is only one answer. But we'll give them a bonus. We're not gonna spoil YouTube vlogs or like anyone that has any semblance of what's going on in Honkai stuff. Let's just pretend we don't know who is better, right? So let's just see. Introduction. TLDR, who is better between the three, comes down to the damage dealer of your choice and the specific setup you're using. But in most cases, Sunday will be the primary choice in hyper carry teams moving forward. I really like how in a single sentence, we have come to the end of today's content. The word of the day is gonna be Hail Sunday. Join Twitch, join YouTube, join Discord, join Twitter. All the best. I'll see you guys next time. Take care. But instead of that, luckily for us, Prydwen has decided to give us the art of stalling. Holy shit. So, hail Prydwen. Hail Prydwen. So let's just see. Forward. In this guide, we'll briefly offer a comparison between Sunday, Bronya, and Sparkle to highlight their benefits and shortcomings. Light cones are not included in this evaluation, and we can further add boosts, shout out to boosts, box tools, Euler, to each character. All characters have 220 crit damage at E0. Bronya is -1, Sunday is -1, Sparkle is hyper speed. I have no idea what the fuck, why, how, and in what world. Is this E0 S1 Sunday? Is this E0 S1 Sunday? Because there is no roll bro is skill point neutral at E0 S0. My bad. We are assuming a 3-turn ultimate rotation. So the only role you get this is consistently, mind you, is S3 Bronya or S1 signature light cone. Also, I need you guys to remember this one thing, by the way. For people who think that Sunday is skill point neutral, you guys need to remember this. Sunday's skill, it only refunds a skill point when his ultimate is up. The full picture of Sunday's skill point thingy is very, very important. If this button is not up, which means that Sunday doesn't have his ultimate, and you cast a skill here, it will be -1 skill point. So although it is technically a 3-turn ultimate, because you technically get your ultimate on the 3rd turn, this skill right here, it will not refund you the skill point, assuming this button does not light up. So this is very, very important. In a practical combat scenario, if you do not have S1 or S3 Bronya, you are very likely going to face a scenario where this button is not light up, but you can still cast an ultimate immediately following the skill. You will not be skill point, you will not even be skill point positive or neutral, right? So really, really keep that in mind when you think that Sunday will be enough for your skill point economy. Very, very, very important, right? So, okay, aside from that, we are going to be assuming the rest of the things. 100% AV, 100% AV, crit damage is very good, blah, blah, damage, blah, 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 blah. Oh my god, I completely fucking forgot that Sparkle has a mono quantum attack buff. I'm dead. This is one of those tracers that changes nothing. I have no fucking idea what is MiHoYo cooking. Why is this not Rare Shred? Why is this not vulnerability? Why is this not deep? It's attack percentage for mono quantum. You're fucking trolling. Really, really bad. Really, really bad. Advance. When it comes to advance, wait, I just read something. Okay, yeah. Sunday is the most powerful and clear winner, but only if you're playing him in a summoner team. Outside of the summoner teams, his advance is identical in power to Bronya, with Sparkle being the weakest. I'm dead. Sunday and Bronya are both effective in -1, but Sparkle is more limited to hypercarry due to a weaker advance. I think that is fair if you only compare about advance. I mean, technically speaking, if you wanna really be, you know, actually, technically E2 Bronya gives us like a speed buff. So if you eventually get a E2 Bronya, technically her advance could be a little bit more valuable. A little bit more, right? That 30% additional speed, if you want to think about it that way. Crit damage. Both have crit damage buffs, with the Sparkle having a slight edge. Crit damage is weak as poor uptime, being tied to an ally's turn and triggering from an ultimate. Does not have this, blah 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 blah. Perma, poor perma. Also, once again, without the S1, it is very unlikely you will face a perma uptime. Most players, unless you grind for the getting hit RNG, this will be having a 1-turn downtime because it's going to be a 4-turn auto rotation. There is a reason why Sunday's ultimate is 130. They intentionally made this 130 because it is basically impossible for you to hit this 4-turn unless you get the energy required, right? It is very, very specific. And if you want to refer to other characters that have a 130 energy cost, and I mentioned this in my video as well, if you want to refer to units like Runmei or Tingyun, which both also have 130 energy cost, they have a trace that grants them 5 energy at the start of their turn. So technically, it is still quite easy for them to hit a 3-turn auto rotation, and they can also use base attack, so they can still run Coggers and Memories of the Past, right? But for Sunday, that's not the case. You are basically tied to 4 turns unless you get that Bronya S3 or signature Litecoin S1. Or you just pray the fucking god you get hit like 5 billion times, right? So really, really not good. Bronya pull-up time, Sparkle perma time. I think this is very, very fair. I think perma time is completely G. Crit rate, absolutely. So I think there's not too much reset over here. Very nice 20% crit rate buff. Damage percentage, but it isn't fully active. Nah, fuck Bronya. This honestly is very bad. Because it lasts 1 turn. It doesn't buff any of your follow-ups. It doesn't buff any of like outside turn counters like with Yun Li. It only buffs your unit's ultimate if you cast them during or right before the buff expires. So Bronya's damage boost is really, really not that good. I would dare say she's probably the worst out of everybody. Even though raw 66% value is technically higher than 30%. But I really don't like this. It is very... Unless you have an E6 Bronya. Hey, your chat is absolute... My chat is one of the most toxic gacha chat. The most unrelatable baby-ass toxic gacha. Just get E6 Bronya. Chat, you're absolutely goddamn right. Just get E6 Bronya, right? Yeah, absolutely. So if you get an E6 Bronya, then it just goes out the window. Absolutely. So Bronya is the most powerful. You can align powerful cooldowns during a short window. Sparkle is more consistent, weakest. Nah, I really, I would much rather get a 30%, like 36% lower, but having that 2-turn uptime, it's huge. It changes a lot because you wouldn't even run Bronya with Yun Li just because her skill won't even buff Yun Li's ultimate. It's that bad. And like a lot of other units, like for example, Fei Xiao's follow-up, your Topaz follow-up, none of them, Jingyuan's like, none of them gets the buff from Bronya's damage because it only lasts 1 turn. So this is really, really bad, me personally, right? And who the flying fuck cares about 10%? Attack percentage, similar blah 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 blah, being tied to an audio results in pull-up time, Sparkle provides a weaker blah blah, Sunday has no attack buff but makes up for it more in the other areas. That's fair. Between damage and attack is basically just a matter of multiplier and then see which one get a little bit more. So I don't think this is too big of a deal. Energy regeneration. This is huge, by the way. Hi, MrPokke. Hoyo Shield Death here. Can you please stop telling people we design like this? So, oh my god. You know what? Sunday has no energy regeneration problems. You know what? My bad that way. You know, Sunday, you know, honestly, you know what? Hey, editor, crop out the entire chunk, right? This is skill point positive. I'm just talking out my ass, absolutely. Right? Yep, absolutely. Just you don't need his signature. He's an excellent unit, you know. My bad, guys. My bad, right? It was a little bit of a whoopsie daisy. It's a little bit of a hindsight. In hindsight, it's a little bit of a whoopsie daisy, right? Okay, absolutely. Okay, hey, let me fucking yap, chat. All right, 40 energy. This is honestly very... Okay, Prydwen. What the fuck are you doing? You are literally saying that we get this every 4 actions. So how the fuck is this 3 turns? And how the fuck is this skill point neutral? What are we doing here, Prydwen? Oh, sorry, PayPal? Oh shit, my bad. Okay, anyways, yep, very good. 40 energy is honestly a very, very good. Yep. Okay, chat, let's just pretend this tree. Alright, pretend this tree. This 40 energy is very, very nice. You benefit units like Yun Li, Argenti, Blade, Jing Liu, Imbibiso Dune, Scylla, fucking Topaz, Jingyuan. Every single hypercarry essentially benefit from this, aside from Fei Xiao and Akron. And, I don't know, Firefly? Please don't use Sunday with Firefly. But everybody benefits from this 40 energy. Very, very nice. And one of the reasons why Sunday works exceedingly well with units like Huan, Robin, right? In my opinion, this tree is going to be the most best team comp for all hypercarry going forward because the synergy of one another is just so nicely. Huan buffs up our energy, buffs up Sunday's energy, buffs up Robin's energy. Robin gives everybody extra turns so we can go even more with Sunday. And with this additional energy and turn from Robin and Huan, Sunday casts his ultimate a little bit more frequently, which means that, you know, it is generally speaking a very, very good kill to have. This energy generation is the reason why he's just so bloody good. Okay, chat, should I be bought here? Do we be bought? We are bought. This section, I'ma keep it a buck. I'ma keep it a buck. We're going back to Wuthering Waves with this one. We're going to the naughty boy list with this one, right? Hopefully Kuro Games accept me. Perhaps the most important part of the comparison. Sparkle is slightly skill point positive, but offside by the fact that she can't fully play the -1 to take advantage, blah blah blah. Bronya is very skill point negative, making the -1 playstyle challenging, but doable in a limited amount of time. Sunday is fully capable of the playstyle and is skill point neutral. unlocking the playstyle for vastly more teams than Bronya allowed. We are essentially assuming this has to be a 3-turn ultimate. So this is impossible if it's a 4-turn ultimate. So this is out of the window unless we still give him external sources of energy, right? Getting hit. Quid pro quo, right? So we do have quite a lot of ways to still give Sunday the 3-turn ultimate. But this is based on extrinsic factors. If it is just based on himself, it is basically impossible without the S1 or Bronya S3. Second thing. I know how I say second thing and I did this. Second thing. At this specific juncture, this is S1 by the way. I believe this is S1. We technically have a 3-turn ultimate. So this is already technically considered a 3-turn ultimate. But because our ultimate is not up, when we use a skill here, it will not refund because the ultimate is not up. And this will be the case for a lot of scenarios unless you hold for Sunday's ultimate until his next turn, where you cast his ultimate first, then you cast your skill. So if you don't do this, you will not be skill point positive, right? There is absolutely no way you'll be skill point positive. So it is what it is, right? And this will definitely happen turn 1. At the very, very, very first turn, when you enter into any endgame content, Sunday will never have his ultimate turn 1. So you will have to spend at least that very first skill point. Doesn't matter what like it is, you will have to minus skill point. Generally speaking, I would say this being skill point neutral, I wouldn't say it's wrong. Take it with a pinch of salt. Take it with a heavy pinch of salt, right? So I'll leave it up to you guys. Comparison. Sunday is the clear winner, offering many of the same things as Bronya on top of some absurdly potent extras, all while consuming no skill points compared to her. Bronya is the skill point abyss. To be completely fair, he is considering this with a E0 S0 Bronya. I'm assuming this is E0 S0. Okay, it is 100% E0. This is a E0 Bronya. I'm not sure what light cone they are using. So if this is going to be an E0 S0 Bronya, no matter what Sunday is going to be, he will still be more skill point positive compared to a E0 S0 Bronya, right? It must be noted that as a standard character, pulling idleness is only a matter of time, so we can regain some ground, but advantage that he won't be overcome almost all by specific situations. So I already stated my case, so that's going to be that. Sunday versus Sparkle. In a team that prefers hyper speed investment, Sparkle can more or less hold her ground against Sunday and provides very different access to skill points, offering plenty of skill points up front but consuming them herself, compared to Sunday, who offers none and essentially uses none with Anyways, this can be valuable for teams that need skill points at the start of fights. While Sparkle has places where she thrives, Sunday without a doubt holds a top spot in more teams. He is a clear winner in any summoner team and an energy-hungry team or team that wants to take the advantage of the -1 playstyle. I believe I have stated my case, so I don't really want to cook it any further. I feel like the benefit of doubt I'm going to be giving here is, well, depending on 3-turn ultimates without signature, so we are using either Hui, Quid Pro Quo, getting hit, or even Rame signature icon, right? Any external ways that maintain Sunday having a 3-turn ultimate, I think this is okay. But even so, we are also assuming that Sunday will always cast his skill when his ultimate is up. So whenever there's a scenario where Sunday's ultimate is not up, and then you cast your skill, there will be that downtime. And this will be very prevalent in a 4-turn Sunday ultimate, right? So let's just move on. Signature light cone. When considering each character with their signature light cones, all of them gain a boost to their capabilities. First of all, fuck Sparkle's signature light cone. Her best in slot is DDD. And don't let anyone tell you otherwise. The only people that want Sparkle's signature light cone is because they have dog shit relics, right? They need the 10% crit rate and 28% crit damage boost because otherwise their gear is absolute fucking dog shit, right? Sparkle's real signature is S5 DDD, and if you don't have it, go fuck yourselves. Anyways, when considering each character with their signature light cones or blah blah blah, Sunday adds a 45% damage boost to Sunday's carry permanently. and also offers him a constant stream of skill points as he uses his skill and ultimate. This cone allows Sunday to match Sparkle's status as skill 1 positive, improving his flexibility further while also bolstering his damage percentage bonuses, which is outer. Okay, chat. This, I'ma keep it a buck. Prydwen is being very neutral here. It's not match, it's double. Minor spelling mistake by my editor. It is what it is. I killed him. It's all good. If you have a Sunday signature light cone, you are gonna be at a +6-7 per turn compared to a Sparkle's +0.34, because you are gonna be +2 skill point every 3 turn compared to +1 skill point every 3 turn, right? You are quite literally gonna be double of Sparkle's Sunday. Sparkle's skill point positivity. So honestly, Prydwen is like underselling this a little bit. This light cone is absolutely fucking diabolical, right? Very, very, very good. Not to mention, there's a part where we get the energy, right? Which is why we can permanently maintain a 3-turn ultimate duration. Very, very good. The damage percentage, honestly, not even the most important thing. Even without this damage percentage, the light cone itself is still that good, because it goes, or rather it changes Sunday from completely skill point negative to completely skill point positive. And if you guys play Honkai Star Bars long enough, skill point is like the resource to use. What the fuck is your facial, Acheron, Scylla? What are they gonna do if they're not gonna be, if they're gonna be using basic attacks? You're cooked, buddy. Alright, so this is very, 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 very good signature icon. Alright, Bronya's softens her skill point requirements slightly and adds a 30% damage boost from 66 to 96. Makes skill point more manageable, but doesn't help with uptime, as a standard cone can also be used. I think this is a very... It's aight. It's aight. It's like vanilla ice cream, you know? Nothing fancy, nothing bad. You can't go wrong with vanilla ice cream. It's good. Right, Sparkle grants wearer 32 crit damage and boosting their scaling capabilities, and often offering the entire team a permanent 10% crit and 28 crit damage boost. With a signature equipped, Sparkle's crit buffing capabilities are also seriously amped up, giving her by far the most crit damage and a little bit of crit rate to gain some ground on Sunday. I'm just being a unrelatable streamer. Just get a 134 Sparkle. 174 Sparkle. Slap on a DDD with a run May for a 200 effective. Or double S5 DDD, 155 speed, slap that shit on, 200 effective. Fuck Sparkle's signature. Fuck Sparkle's signature, right? And I stand by this to the day I die. You know what doesn't change? The action value speed requirement will never change. You either hit 200 in battle or you don't hit 200 in battle, right? That's it, all right? Whether or not you have the additional crit rate or crit damage, it's like, alright, right? Maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. Gamba the RNG, right? You guys are the Gamba, right? You guys are to be QQ mains, right? Just Gamba your crit. You can never Gamba a effective 200 speed, which is why, in my opinion, DDD is way more important on Sparkle. And I think I like how Prydwen just ends off this article with no conclusion, by the way. It's like, yeah, let's just compare everything. Oh, there's no conclusion, because they want to be a very neutral website. A very neutral website, I can say to myself, hey, but for MrPokke, the time for neutrality is over ever since I came back from the war. There's no such thing as neutral anymore. So I'ma just sum up this entire thing right here, right now, right? Sparkle, Bronya and Sunday, who is better? Unequivocally, undoubtedly, verbatim, undeniably, unmistakably, unhorrendibly, Sunday. In every world, it is going to be Sunday. There is no world that I will run Bronya over Sunday or Sparkle over Sunday. Let me know if I'm wrong. Chat, am I wrong? I don't think I'm ever wrong. I don't think there's ever a world where I will run Sparkle or Bronya over Sunday. Name me one time where I will run them over Sunday. Stop talking about Babin! Stop talking about Babin! Stop talking about Babin! I will run Sparkle because she's hotter, and there it is. Did someone just say Silas? Are you crazy? I swear someone said Silas. Okay, but anyways, Dale, nope. Sunday likes
E6 Sparkle over E6 Sunday.
E6 Sparkle over E6 Sunday. I don't know. I wouldn't know anything about that since I'm a relatable player. But QQ, you still run Sunday. You still run Sunday. That being said, though, I do want to stress this one thing. If everybody is at E0S0, I will actually just not pull Sunday. If my Sunday is gonna be at an E0S0, I would just say for Fuke. And I will just get him doing his rerun. Not because he is bad or like he is not a unit, but it is more so opportunity cost. If I were to pull a E0S0 Sunday and then I can't pull a E0S0 Fuke, it will be more damaging. Okay, I don't know if this is true, but I feel like a lot of players are playing Super Break, as seen from a 85% run main usage rate. I feel like Super Break is a very common team with the common player base. And because of that, I feel that Fuke would be more crucial just because of the fact that so many players are playing Super Break. Sunday is not quote-unquote meta yet, because Summon is not quote-unquote meta yet. Jingyuan, he can make Jingyuan great again, yes. And he can make hypercarry deal more damage compared to the other units. But at E0S0, it is really not that big of a diff. And you can technically still run follow-up Team 1, break Team 2. Or Acheron Team 1, follow-up Team 2. Or break Team 1, Yunli Team 2, right? So there's a lot of options that you don't really necessarily need a E0S0 Sunday on. This will probably change in version 3 or 3.1 when they release like extremely strong summon DPS. They will release extremely strong summon DPS that can make use of Sunday better. So at that scenario, this is purely speculation, by the way. This is purely speculation. I am speculating that Sunday will get a rerun with a big summon DPS, because that has happened for both Firefly and Fei Xiao. They always pair it up with a old OP support. That is my thought process. But if you are somebody that don't want to speculate, don't want to think about like, should I pull for Sunday, should I pull for Fuke, because you're going to be pulling for everyone anyways, he is him. Anyone that says he is not him compared to the others, nope, he is him. Right, so with that, we will be ending off the video over here. Stay tuned to tomorrow, or rather, by the time this video goes out, it's probably going to be like a couple of days later, where I'll be answering 100 questions about Sunday. Our Hail Sunday. Hail Sunday. I already have the thingy right here. All these questions, 1 billion, kabillion Sunday early access questions. I'll be answering all of them in the next video. So stay tuned to that. If you guys have any questions regarding Sunday, feel free to join on Discord at discord.gg/Pokke's where we'll be, very happy, where we'll gain like 1 billion members in like 5 seconds. Very good, very nice. Right? So, with that, we have come to the end of today's content. Word of the day is gonna be save Jingyuan. Save Jingyuan. Join Twitter, join TikTok, join Twitch, join YouTube, join Discord. All the best for the gacha pools. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.